think Venom just walked in.
The cheese is old and moldy. Fuck, that was pretty good. That came out of nowhere.
What?
What I say, I try and keep quotes that I say at the start of the show,
Okay.
and I didn't have anything, so that's just what came out.
Okay.
When you hear the horn run.
Yeah.
Hey, gang, baby. You already know what it is. I'm Styles the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
This is the 4G Audio Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Happy fucking Friday night. Quick birthday shout out to my son. 10 years old yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
The gangster in his own mind. But anyways, so the reason why you guys all tune in tonight is we got fucking KB Westwood in the building.
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing tonight, man?
Not bad, man. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man.
I'm doing good.
Glad that it's Friday.
Yeah,
For
of
sure.
course.
Happy Friday.
It's funny, I was saying earlier, I said something like that to somebody, and I was like, well, it's not like, I guess it's not like the work week's over for me. I'm just glad that it's Friday. I do the podcast, and like, you know, it's the weekend and shit.
That's it, man. Yeah.
That's how you start the weekend off, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. But I believe, I remember one time, a couple times you were in and out of here while we were doing podcasts, so I know you've been in there working
Yes.
with Twigs. But the other thing is Twigs had also told me that he was working on some of your stuff, and you got an album coming?
Yes.
Or yeah?
Yes, sir.
When's that coming out?
It should come out before the end. I'm aiming for November,
Okay.
early or mid-November.
We're just wrapping that up.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
sure.
You
I got
still
most of the songs done. I just gotta wrap up a few more verses. Maybe I think 3 more verses, and then
oh
should
sick.
be good.
Okay, sick.
Yeah.
Is it an EP or an LP?
No, it's an LP full.
LP? Full
Okay.
album. Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sick. That's sick.
Yeah.
So now that you say that though, you're saying that you still got like some verses and shit. Do you like are those all on different songs?
Yes.
So like
'cause
you
uh,
write and record your shit all like at once or all together? You know what I mean? Like you write like verses and shit
no,
as
I
you
could,
go?
I could do this. It's just there's a song I was trying to get somebody on it, but I couldn't get that person to
Okay, you're
get
just
on
filling
it,
in the
so-
blanks and shit.
So I have to fill it in.
Okay.
basically.
No, that's sick though, man.
Yeah.
But even too, I noticed too, Twigs, two things. This is kind of two things, but Twigs opened up a little like a drop down menu or something. He was doing some shit on the computer,
Yeah.
and there was like a whole bunch of fucking names and shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was names. I couldn't really read it, but then I just saw like KB Westwood, and I was like, "Yo, is that like people's like presets and shit?" And he's like, "Yeah." And just because I saw your name, I was like, "Oh, so it's crazy." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know he had all these like fucking presets of everybody, even has mine in there."
Okay.
But
Uh-huh.
side note is that I saw, or point of the story is that I saw your name a bunch, so I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, he must be in here fucking working."
yeah. I come here a lot still. I like the quality, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
for sure.
I'm cool with Twigs, so
Yeah.
you know it's only right.
Twigs is the man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I find it just easy. He's just fucking easy to work with.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
yeah,
for
he just
sure.
makes everything happen.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sick. You've been recording with him for a while though, or
Yeah. Even before, like he used to have a studio on the other side on
yeah,
Yeah.
Bully
right.
Studio.
Yeah.
So that's where we. Even before that, I went to his house.
yeah,
His
yeah.
apartment.
I heard he used to do it out of like his apartment or whatever. Yeah,
And I only went there once, you know, and then he transferred over here,
yeah.
and then he got his own section over here. So
Oh, yeah.
it's been at least over 2 years, I would say.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, man. I was saying earlier too, like I said, I found that memory in my Snapchat, which I posted on our Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Show.
so that was from the Aaron Cohen show, which actually Bully was at. He performed at with Nico Poster Boy,
Yes.
Oh, right.
and so that would have been the first time we were introduced to like Bully and Nico, and even what's the first. Someone actually asked me this today, or I saw it might have been like a post or some shit,
Mhm.
but it was like, yo, what was the first rap song you ever heard that like made you like?
Oh,
I love
man,
this shit.
First song.
I can't think of it
Top
myself.
one.
I don't have an answer for that myself,
I
but
would say Triumph by Wu-Tang.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's a very like back in the days, but
Yeah.
that's the first hip hop song that like
You, like,
made
recall.
me get into hip hop.
Yeah. See, I don't, man, the thing is yeah, whenever I saw it too, I was like, man, I can't think of like the first hip hop song. Like it was probably fucking Wu-Tang though. I can almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first fucking rap video I remember seeing was California Love with Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah, or with Tupac,
Oh, yeah.
from Tupac.
and
But
Dr. J, yeah.
Right.
yeah, and I remember seeing that the music. Well, I would have been like, I don't know when it came out, but I would have been like a little kid.
Yeah.
And but it was like I said, my brother. I got an older brother, so he would listen to or watch fucking MTV and shit.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing. That question sparked that memory for me, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I remember seeing that fucking video. It's
Yeah.
weird. I remember. It's like a Mad Max type shit or something like that.
Yeah.
But I just remember that.
Back in the day when MTV actually played music videos.
Yeah. And I was like,
Shit.
what's a Tupac? Like, I had no fucking clue. I was just like beside myself, you know?
Yeah.
But again, I would have been like, I don't know when it came out, 95 or 96 or something like that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
I would have
think
been
so.
fucking 9 or something, 10.
Maybe it was a little later than
Oh,
that.
no.
I'm sure. If
Later,
I had
yeah.
my phone on me, I'd Google that
That's
shit.
true, yeah.
But
Yeah, it sounds about
I
that.
could do
though,
that.
Yeah,
95.
something like that. Hey, let's see right now. Let's
You
just
got
do
it?
it. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just do it.
okay.
When did
Have to.
California Love video drop? '95. Oh no, it says. Oh no, there's too much to read. That was just Tupac's fucking whole ass thing.
Okay.
Released December 3rd, 1995.
Okay.
Recorded October 1995. So we dropped that shit right away.
Okay.
But point is yeah, so I would have been fucking.
Yeah,
9
Tupac
years
was
old.
probably like that, and he's like, yo, record it. Throw
Man.
it out.
Oh, that's yeah.
I
for
hate to
sure.
fucking
Work
bring this
ethic.
about or make this about fucking Tupac, but I forget who told this story,
Yeah.
but they were interviewing some guy and he said he was like doing fucking like the engineering or whatever for Tupac,
Mhm.
and he said like the guy would be like, hey, yeah, all right, this beat, okay, cool, and he would just go into the fucking booth, he'd fucking rap, and he
Yeah.
would just that's the song. He didn't take time to write it. He just
Yeah.
like fucking did it.
Right.
Okay, cool, that's it.
Yeah.
So then he'd go take a shit.
Yeah.
And he'd come back, he'd be like, fucking put that other fucking thing on. And he'd fucking come back and he would fucking have 2 or 3 songs like written. And I think that might have been actually a story specifically about the Machiavelli album.
Mm.
But it was all like it was like it took 2 shits and he made this album
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing, you know, and he didn't write it down. He just always just like this shit in his head and then just like went out and did it, you know?
Right.
Like I said, it's not about Tupac, but still like so point is if he's doing that quick, you know, maybe that's what he's like. He's just like, yeah, like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
make it real quick, put it out real
No,
quick.
even
get-
I heard
get-
the same shit too. Like he would tell engineers, yo, on to the next song. You know, you could mix it after I'm gone or whatever.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't even
for
want to be
sure.
around for that
You
shit. He
just lay vocals all night long.
yeah.
And they do whatever after.
Exactly.
Because they got fucking
Actually-
songs for weeks to drop.
Yeah.
Again, still about Tupac, but the other day I found out that the same day that Tupac was killed,
Yeah.
was Eazy's birthday.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
know
somebody
that.
posted that like, oh, today, 25 years ago, Tupac was shot. And I was like, oh, crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that. And then
Wait,
later on,
survived?
no,
Or
oh
died?
no, that's another. You'd have to Google that for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But that I'm not sure. But I think it was when he died. But either way, then later the same page posted. It might have been Cap City Vibes, but the same page posted the fucking. What's the other thing I said? Easy's birthday,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck? That was the same
Yeah,
day.
it's possible.
That's
It's
fucked up.
possible. It's,
That's crazy. I mean, whatever. Easy was probably dead by then, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died before Tupac. So.
yeah, okay, yeah. Anyways, like I said, it's not about fucking Tupac.
No, but we love Tupac though, so it's
Yeah.
Oh,
we
for
could-
sure,
we could
man.
talk about Tupac, you know. It's-
No, yeah, okay, yeah. Fucking, but no, that was, yeah, I was like, where did we get Tupac from? That was the first video I remember seeing, but I don't remember the first rap song I ever heard, like,
Okay.
but Wu-Tang was probably what got me, like, into fucking rap and shit, you know?
Wu Tang is major.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Major, minor. Ooh.
Apparently, Tupac's car
Sorry.
is going for $2 million.
I actually
It
saw,
Wow.
I saw the guys from Pawn Stars go in to like try and buy it or whatever. And they
Yeah.
didn't say how much it was. They didn't show them bargaining and shit or whatever.
But they
And they
fix
didn't say?
the holes in the
Yeah, a company bought it and I guess they fixed it all up or whatever. I even thought that I was like, what? Like, is it all like holes and bloody and shit? I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
No.
But they went and they ended up talking to the guy and they left and like the guy said too is the guy from Pawn Stars. He's like, I don't know anything about this. He's like, was either Chum Lee or his son or whatever. Was like, he's like, they brought me here because they know all about this shit. But he's like, we weren't buying it because it was too expensive. But it's probably why $2 million car. But at the same time, man, it's just a car. But I mean, like,
It's not well. It's like
so what happened at that moment in that car, you know?
Yeah.
I want to buy that for
No,
$2 million.
if somebody can afford it and they're a big fan of Tupac, they probably get it.
I'll put that right in my living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking right. But another thing too, though,
It's
just
like a piece of history, you know?
apparently I saw a thing where like this cop was saying that whenever he was the guy that like rolled up when it happened or whatever,
Yeah.
and he rolled up and he grabbed Tupac and he was holding him and he was like, yo, who did this to you or whatever, and the cop was like, fuck you. Or not the cop, sorry, Tupac was like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you or whatever.
I know.
That's the picture we
They
see,
said that
right?
was his
Where he
last
spit
words
at
and
them?
shit.
No, he's like laying dead on the
no,
ground. Yeah.
He's in the
Yeah,
the
cop said that was his
area.
last words. Cause
Yeah, his that last thing he said was fuck you.
right.
Yeah.
There's that picture of him,
Which is like pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I mean, I feel like 98% of the population would probably take that opportunity to be like, it was this person. I was going to use one of your guys' names for an example, and I was like, wait,
Yeah.
we can't go around saying that. But, you know, like, it was that
Yeah,
guy
there's
or
a
whatever, right?
theory
Like,
that he saw the cop shoot him, and that's why he said that. You know?
oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard that theory, but how many theories are out there? You know?
Yeah.
No, I think they said they caught the person, you know?
Right.
Oh,
They
yeah?
didn't catch him, but they didn't because do you see the same guy he punched at the Mike Tyson fight?
Right.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Saying that
There's
guy
video
did
of
it.
that.
They think, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Because the
I didn't even know that happened until I saw something in the last year
A
or
video
two.
went around
It
of
was,
that
or no, but it
recently.
was like,
no, there was actually a documentary.
yeah, it was in the documentary.
Yeah. And it makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
He'd be
you
suspect
guys
number
rushed the
one,
guy,
for
so
sure.
obviously he's pissed off. So and he has people with him too, and they're
Yeah.
gang members too,
Right.
as they say, you know. So obviously
Yeah.
they want to retaliate, right?
Mhm.
I forgot about that too, yeah.
And then they said that they seen a car, a BMW, and then they seen girls yelling Tupac, Tupac. That's how they spotted them, because they're in Las Vegas downtown strip, you know.
Yeah.
So they seen the girls yelling Tupac, so they followed the car, and then they stopped at the red light, and then that's when the shit happened,
Just did it.
according to the documentary, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah.
It's funny too, though. There's like all kinds of like
'Cause
conspiracies
you know
about
how
all
the-
these like
how
stars'
they,
deaths.
how they got all that information is one of the guys that was in the vehicle with the shooter. They said that he got a charge later on, you know, like a couple of years, maybe 10 years later, and then Orlando, the guy that shot Tupac, was already dead. So they wanted the information for him to tell on him, and he
Yeah.
was already dead. So he's like, why not save my ass and snitch on a dead man, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what
Oh
he did.
shit, eh? So he was in for something else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yo, see, I didn't know all that shit though. Like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I got all that from the
I saw
documentary.
like I saw something. I don't think it was a specific like Tupac documentary. It might have just been like a hip hop thing.
Yeah.
But they did show some of that, and I forgot about the guy at the fucking fight. There was some guy.
Yeah.
There was some altercation or whatever.
Yeah.
Bullies on, baby. Yeah.
Hold on, bully. Yeah, man. But yeah, rest in peace to Tupac, you know.
Fucking right, man.
Obviously, he's a legend.
Pour out of the liquor.
Yeah.
I would, but
Can't do that yet.
Yeah.
no, yeah. Twigs just covered this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fuck up the rug and shit.
But yeah, no. I keep trying to think of where we got Tupac from, but yeah, no, is that fucking question I asked.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, too, like somebody said, okay, was it Lil Xan said Tupac's
Yeah.
boring or whatever?
Yeah.
Either way, everyone can have an opinion, whatever. I don't mind Lil Xan. Like he only has like 10 fucking songs out in the world, but like 2 of them are pretty good. But my point is like whatever. I'm not like sticking up for him, but at the same time, yeah, everyone can have an opinion. It's just too bad his is wrong.
Yeah.
No,
At the end
but
of the day, like Lil Xan, he probably born after Tupac died.
and that's just it, right? And so that's
Sure.
I'm kind of getting off my point. Is the other thing I was going to say real quick too is that there's probably music out there that I don't really appreciate or I think is boring, and other people are just like right fucking into it, you know. So whatever, everyone has an opinion.
Well, you know what
But
it
no,
is,
like
though?
you said
I
though,
don't think-
he's
I wouldn't say you think it's boring. It's just sometimes you mature and then you learn to appreciate music for
That's-
what it is.
yeah, true, yeah.
'Cause
Well, and
there's
that's
music I didn't like
No,
back in the days.
actually,
you learn to appreciate it once you get older.
No, it's true because I used to hate
Absolutely.
fucking country music, man.
Yeah.
Like fucking hate it. Like, you know, I mean, some kind of like old classics and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever, like here and there, I didn't mind. Like, oh yeah, it's good. Fucking,
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
know.
saying. You learn to
But
appreciate
then,
it more.
yeah, as I got older and shit, I was like, oh shit. One of my buddies, I worked with him for 5 years, never fucking. One of the first days I worked with him, he goes, "Go get the CDs out of the truck." I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I went and got every CD except for all the country CDs.
Yeah.
So there was all like 90s like grunge music, and then there was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
old hip hop and shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, I see you didn't bring any of the country music." I was like, "I don't like country music, man. We're not listening to that." So after 5 years working with him, he's like, "I don't care what the fuck you say, man. I'm putting on this CD."
Yeah.
He put it on. A couple days later, I was like, "Man, what's that fucking song where he says the
Yeah.
thing?" He goes, "Man, he's like, you like it, don't you, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." But like you say, you appreciate the music too, right? But back to sorry, like I said, I kind of got off what I was saying, but with that being said though, is yeah, like you said, that's part of my point is that he was born after Tupac,
Yeah.
and like on top of it, even after Tupac's hype, probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, not that his hype hasn't died down, but like in the fucking mainstream limelight, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's behind the times, whatever. But that's my point is that I feel like, not that if you're gonna rap, you have to listen to that stuff, but I feel like to appreciate where, like, to appreciate
What you're doing.
rap and stuff like that, and like you almost have to understand
Where it came
like
from.
all that shit. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like these are the brakes, like brakes on a
Yeah,
car, brakes on a bus.
Right to the beginning.
That was I'm pretty sure the first hip hop video ever made.
Okay.
And
What
like
was that Curtis Blow?
Curtis Blow, yeah, I was gonna say Travis Blow, Curtis Blow, but it wasn't the first hip hop song though. It was just the first hip hop music video, and like, but even that, like, man, like when we listen to that now, we're like, it's not fucking rap. You know what I mean? And when you listen to some of this shit now, you're like, it's not fucking rap.
Yeah.
But then you listen to the stuff in the middle, and you're like, yeah, that's fucking rap.
Yeah.
But it's just because that's what the fuck we know, right? So yeah, so it's come from a spot, gone to places, and now into other things, right?
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I just think that even myself, like I tried to learn it all
Mhm.
along the way, you know, and then tried to learn beyond that
Where
as
you're
well,
at.
you know, like
Yeah.
just to like, I mean, I guess at the same time too, it's because that's what I like. I appreciate it, but I just think I don't know. So I mean, what I'm saying is Tupac is like one of the steps along the way of
Yeah.
this hip hop journey. You know what I
Absolutely,
mean? So I
yeah.
feel like that's a big thing that people need to know, and even too, like you said, Wu-Tang's a big thing too. Like,
Yeah.
Another one yet.
but
Absolutely.
I guess it's
What do you guys think about the new guys, or specifically Drake and Kanye that just came out?
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, it's funny because so we had listened a little bit on the way here, and then I heard you saying out there, whatever. Someone said the Drake album or Drake and Kanye or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, we'll bring that up. But I haven't listened to any Donda.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm really intrigued because he's fucking had that stadium and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and he did all this shit. So I'm intrigued to be like, he put something into it. And there's a lot of people that, like a lot of like big rappers and stuff, they were like, yo, this song, yo, this. Everyone's like hyping it up. So I'm like, maybe I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I feel like Kanye like went up and like dived down.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like stayed away from it. But the other day I listened to like the fucking front half of Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But I was saying to him on the way here, we listened to a bit of it on the way here, and I find he's like, with Drake, it's like I listen to his shit, I'll listen to the album, and I'm like, I appreciate it. It's all like music,
Yeah.
and it's all good. And he said like that bar and this bar, and like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty good. But then after I listen to it, like whenever I have to like, it's an acquired taste, right?
Yeah.
It's like, so then once I listen to it like the 10th time, I'm like, yeah, now I'm like, oh, and yeah, fucking right, cool, yeah. But for the first like 8-9 times, I'm like, oh yeah, and then this, and like, oh, he's saying the thing, and like, okay, yeah, and it's just like, so it seems so like basic. Like, what's the one with the writing on the
If
front?
you're reading this too.
Yeah, that
you
one,
reading
man.
this?
I bought that shit, and I fucking was listening to it in my car, like this is years ago,
Yeah.
and I just was like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's music and stuff, like whatever. But then like again, like 9th, 10th time I listened to it, I was like, yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, like fucking putting it on in parties and shit. I was like, oh, it's the best shit ever, like, you know,
Yeah.
running to the 6 with my wolves. Like, it was just, I was like, that's it. This is the thing, you
No,
know?
Drake has, I don't know, he has like this, I think he has like this recipe that he likes to stick to, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It works for him. It
It's
works
true.
For him all the time.
Well, even too, sorry, we'll go back because I want to ask you what you think of them, but,
The artists themselves that want to redo it.
but no, Lil Wayne said it was Drake forcing him to
Forcing
redo
him?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing him, but he was like saying, like, can you redo it? Can you redo it?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but my point is that so part of me was like on Lil Wayne's side being like, wait, man, like, fucking, you asked me to do it, right?
Yeah.
But then the other side of me was like, well, actually, Jake knows what he's doing. Like, Jake, like you said, he's got this
Yeah.
formula, and that just didn't fit it. So, like, can you just bring it up a notch or like
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
right?
And he knows I think he knows what Wheezy is capable of doing, you know?
That's true, and
So
maybe that's it. He's like, hey, man, like, I know your bar's up here, and you're giving me down
Right.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
So
true.
it's like, come on, dog. I know you could
Push
give me
the
something
best
better
out
than
of
that,
him,
you know?
yeah.
That's true, because sometimes too, man, Lil Wayne, I will say, I love Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I do like Lil Wayne.
And
So,
sometimes
Sure.
it's good
but just
to do
sometimes
that.
he's really like, meow.
Yeah, because sometimes it's good to do that because it brings out a certain element that you forgot you had, you know?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's it too. Yeah, maybe he didn't. Maybe the fucking first couple, he was just like, just going through the motions, you know. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
like
yeah.
you said, Drake's like, man, you can do better than that, or whatever, right? And then he
Yeah.
comes off with this thing, and like now in the end, it's like, oh, I'm so glad that I did that
And
instead
they've
of
known-
this
they've
one.
known each other for years, so Drake obviously starts to feel comfortable around him.
Yeah.
To ask him to do that, you know.
Right.
That's
obviously,
true.
if it was the early Drake, I don't think he would ever.
No,
dare
no.
Yeah.
To ask Weezy
Well,
to
I just
redo
saw a meme today too. It said, like, think of like, do you have a friend that's like, fucking speaks their mind and shit and like whatever,
it. Yeah.
you know, like very upfront or whatever,
Yeah.
and then like keep them around. They're like,
Yeah.
those are the people that will fucking tell you when you're fucking up or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
like you said, you know, you fucking probably bringing them up. But have you checked them out though?
I checked a few songs from both.
Both of them, yeah. What do you think?
I mean, I like the music, you know.
Yeah, why is well, not even really a good reason, but I'm just like, reluctant to listen to Kanye sometimes.
Okay.
Because, like, I felt like after his mom died, he kind of was like, not that it wasn't good, it just wasn't really my style.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he kind of went a little, like, weird, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like even other than his music, just, like, as a person as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. Like, but you put it the best is I didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I don't
he's
know.
in the point, I think he's at the point where it's like, I don't really know what to expect either. Like,
Mm-hmm. But that's
But-
good though, because you don't want to be an artist and people already know. They already have expectations, or they already know what you're gonna drop. You know.
yeah,
That
true
means
that.
you're-
Actually, you know what? Now that you say that, it's almost like I did it backwards. It's like I listened to Drake when we all know Drake's probably gonna sound like Drake.
Yeah.
When I should have listened to Kanye.
Top for the.
And his like whole albums top the Billboard chart.
Yeah.
for I don't even know how many weeks. It's ridiculous.
Well, even
Yeah.
too the numbers comparing because
Yeah,
they both
the
came out on the
numbers
same
are
day too,
nuts.
right? And the numbers comparing to Donda were the first day I think were like very very similar. Like it was
Right.
like fucking 80 million or some shit like that.
Mm.
But the next day it was like Donda was like 65 million and fucking Drake's was like 108 million or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. I forget the exact numbers. It might even be more than that. But it almost shows that like in my mind anyways, that's only 2 days. But in my mind, if one shot up and the other one went down, it's like a bunch of people were like, nope.
Still this.
And then a bunch of people were like still listening to it, but also being like, hey,
when
check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, check it out. You know, like it was like kind of like went up quick. Oh,
No, that's the thing. Your core audience. Some people are just curious, you know.
yeah.
But your core audience is obviously gonna stick. They're gonna keep listening to it. But
yeah.
people are just curious to like what
Fuck,
type of new.
I'd actually be interested to know when Kanye last put out an album.
The gospel one, wasn't it?
But like, when was that? Check me out.
A year or two. I'll check it out.
Just because, man, the last time I remember of Kanye, like, don't get me wrong, maybe he has singles or like any kind of like other things. Well, he had that
Yeah.
song with fucking Lil Pump, sorry, and whatever.
Yeah.
But my point is that the last thing I remember him like trying to.
Yeah, he put out in
2019.
19. It was like Jesus is King.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's not too long ago.
And then before
But-
that,
But it wasn't like a book to sell. It was like his like business plan for this like project he was doing.
Yeah.
But the project he was doing was going to be like this album and shit like that, I believe.
Mm.
But there was like a tour attached to it or something or whatever. But he was doing something, right?
Yeah.
But when you look through the shit, it was like part of it was like he was building this like $57 million fucking mansion for himself. And there was like what the fuck was it? It was like some crazy theater or whatever, right? Or there was it was either some crazy theater or there was a bunch of theaters or something, right? Like it was like a house to fucking like outdo all houses, you know? And I was like, if that's part of your business plan, I'm like, I'm not giving you any money. Like, not that I was ever gonna give him money, but if I was in the place I'm giving you money and you come to me with this and show me this, like, man, like if part of your plan is to fucking build a huge fucking like $60 million fucking house for yourself, I'm like, I'm not giving you any fucking money. You know? But along there was all like, you know, I'm gonna make this video and like, you know, I'm gonna do this and like all this shit and like whatever and this album and whatever. But I was like, he lost me at fucking $57 million mansion with the theaters and stuff. I was like, what? So point is even before that, I'm like, Kanye's going crazy, you know? And then it's like, okay, he's asking people for money, like he's broke and going crazy, whatever. And then I see that and I'm like I said, whether it's true or not, it just gave me this more of an opinion of like, shit, Kanye's crazy.
Yeah.
Not that I won't listen to Donda, but I just feel like, see, I had the opposite idea. My thing was like, oh God, who knows what he could come up with? I don't really care to hear it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to Drake. And so in that context, I almost took it as like, now that I think about it, it's like I went with the safe bet. Like, oh yeah, like let's listen to Drake. It'll probably be like last time, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas you're saying like, oh, I figured Drake sounds like Drake, but Kanye could do fucking anything, you know?
Yeah.
So point is I looked at it differently. I was like, fuck, who knows what Kanye will
But
do.
I still like Drake's album, you know? It's,
Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I was saying to him, I thought I listened to like 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
But I was laying in bed and I turned it on and I started to fall asleep and I was like, hey, I better not like fall asleep listening to it.
Yeah.
So I shut it off and shit. But then the next day I started listening to it. I was like, okay, I'll go to song 4. And no, I heard this song, you know, and this song, and this song, and this song. And then I looked through them and I'm like, oh yeah, I heard the Jay-Z song. So I was like fucking 9 or 10 songs into this album or whatever already. So I was like, oh shit, I did listen to a bunch of it.
Yeah.
And then I listened to a couple more the next day, but I think that was
Jay-Z
yesterday.
made every Weezy album, huh? I mean, every Drake album.
What? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you mean like was on everyone?
I think he was on most of it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like made everyone, like produced
not
them
made,
or like
but, no, he
yeah.
was
No,
on
I know what you mean. I was like, what? No. Yeah.
I think so. Because
I
every
don't
time,
know.
maybe he might.
I can't think of his earlier albums now that I think about it.
Because he had Light Up with Jay-Z. He has Pound Cake.
But that was a good whatever the song it is on this album. I would think that was a really good song.
Yeah.
With Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z had bars too.
No, they have a lot of songs together still.
Shit, that would actually be cool if he had Jay-Z on every phone. You see the thing going around right now? Sorry,
I think almost every album. Because I'm pretty sure he had Jay-Z on at least 6 songs.
Okay.
And
But that made me think though, man, you see the meme going around? Would you pick 500K or a fucking dinner with Jay-Z?
Oh yeah.
And then it's like all people arguing in the comments or whatever, but like what would you do, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, man, like I'd get advice from him. Like honestly, like if I'm Jay-Z, I'm like going for dinner with like a fan or like whatever, I'm not there to give you business advice. You know what I mean? Like I'll answer some questions and shit for you, but we're not sitting down for 2 hours so I can teach you how to fucking make money.
Right.
You know, like I'm doing a quick
unless
fucking
he could, like,
how
put
you
you in a
doing?
room with someone that's gonna like sign a deal himself. You know?
Yeah. So it's like, man, just give me the 500K and I'll
you
fucking
better bring
put it in
some
my own
type of
shit.
talent to the table or something.
No, that's true. Yeah, I guess
Something-
I guess if you just showed up and you were like, here, man, here's my fucking album, and then you just like spit for 20 minutes for him or something or whatever. Like,
Or
maybe
even
not.
that,
But
even if you have like an app that could change the world or anything, you know.
oh, that's true. Yeah, business thing. Yeah, other than just music. Yeah,
for
you
him
just
to invest in you at the end of the day.
no, true. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, because I was thinking more like a record deal type shit. But yeah, if you just came to came up like you say, yo, I got this app, fucking whatever, right? Make us millions of dollars. He's like, I'm gonna listen.
If you have that, then if not, then just take the money because
Yeah, he's like, this dinner just got longer.
Because if you just
How much do
there,
you think a dinner would?
no, if you're
Jay-Z
just there
would
for
cost?
advice, just take the money.
Yeah, just take the money and pay like 100,000.
Because university or whatever. So
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
take the money, go to university.
it's true.
Smart
And if
move.
that
I
don't
like
work for
that.
you, then you could try to meet with Jay-Z somehow. You still have some money left
That's
Oh,
over.
yeah. Eventually end up at that dinner with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
With money in your.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I don't see what Jay-Z could tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless he
Well,
like literally
that's just
signs
it.
a deal for you, right? Unless like you go in town,
Yeah,
and he's like,
exactly.
what could he say or do that's gonna like?
All he can say or do
Yeah,
is the
like-
same thing anyone else could say or do. Do you? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Like,
up to you to do it though. Like,
That's
if
it.
that's just it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, there's some people that would take the advice, get the 500K, still not know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Or they probably fucking already have the 500K. Like, fuck, I should have just took the 500K.
Yeah. Now get a mill.
You right?
Get a mill.
Sorry, I'm fucking.
So, do you have any
The worst
singles
for
out
that.
already off the album?
No.
No.
Not
No
yet.
releases.
I'm
off the
gonna
album.
I'm gonna drop a singles next October.
Okay.
We got a couple tracks out.
Yeah,
you
got
have
couple-
other stuff out, but
we have
other
songs
than
out,
that,
but
like
they're-
before that.
They're not on the album that I'm dropping.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just mean you've had music out already, though.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah.
how long you been actually like fucking? So you say you've been doing it for 12 years, but how long you been actually like recording in the studio and shit and like putting shit out type thing? Like I mean, like taking it seriously type shit.
I would say about 7-8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Actually, man, question. I don't normally fucking ask guests this, but how old are you, man?
33.
Okay. We're like what? No. Okay. I feel you.
Yeah, I look younger than I am, but
No, say word though.
Look, I think
No
the
homo,
stream's a bit
but-
laggy.
yeah,
yeah.
it's been doing it for.
Oh yeah, we even got a comment. Laggy.
Oh shit. Okay. Well. Should
It's the internet's fault. There's not.
obviously there's other KBs out there.
KB.
So
gave me the boss and like
Yeah.
okay. Well, even too because there's 2 KB Westwoods on
Oh, yeah?
Spotify too.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I think it might both be me, to be honest.
Really? Well, there's one I was looking at had the fucking
One has a dot, one doesn't, I think.
one of them's okay.
Starting to notice.
But is that your internet lagging?
No, it's
No,
lagging here.
You're
It's
lagging
been
over there?
ever since I started to start it up and like tried to stream and it was just like flashing at me.
Oh, okay. So it's been lagging?
Yeah, it's been lagging. Well, I mean, there was like periods like throughout the stream that it was working fine. I
It's
think it's
good
just
right
like
now.
whoever's
what the
whoever's
fuck?
on the
Oi.
internet here is slowing the whole process down.
That's pretty good. I'm not on the internet
Yeah,
though.
it's good right now.
Yeah. All right, so let's just do this anyways, and we'll see how
Yeah.
it goes. So
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
fuck, man, is right.
That sucks. Okay, so you want to do some bars then? Is that what we're saying?
Might as well try and get it
Yeah?
in while we can.
We'll throw on. We got a couple beats and shit.
You got those beats, Jonesy?
Don't feel obligated to spit on them. You can say next.
Ken?
Alright.
I think there's only a couple though, but
Yeah,
I
there's
only
limited.
got three.
Three.
okay.
Yes.
If not, we do have. Oh no, we don't. Do we?
Yeah, I'll try this one
There's plus
first.
beats too.
We do have those. Yeah, they're rather old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can rap on that. Come on. KB West. Come on. Yeah. Heard me rap, never heard me speak. Young me ballin' dunk like Dominique. Establishments and monopolies as I achieve dreams. 2 schemes, persistence as long as I breathe. Never ask questions, even in high school. Figure shit out. Smoke loud just to chill out. Grind around the clock. Niggas still thinking with their cock. Stop, just get the guap, whether you mop or you chop. The drug deals, hands they feel crack like epoxy. I spit it a cappella on the beatbox beat. I put pretty faces. I'm gone, I'm in a spaceship, in the club. Give me space, kid. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm not your favorite. You don't grind, then you shaking. Better get used to money making when come on, KB, yo, we coming back in. Niggas got a fucking fever. I'm too hot, pop 2 aspirins. Niggas know how I do it. Driving wild and my seatbelt fastened. Gotta stay safe, with the burner on me. Niggas don't want it. I bring the heat like Dwayne Wade. Flip cards, nigga trying to get the 21. It's all spade, all love. Check it out. Got the diamonds shining. Cheer. I'm chilling back in the whips, getting some head with the seat reclining. Yeah, you know how we do it. I'm a diamond in the rough off the top. You know how we do it. It's all music. Don't you confuse it. This is real shit. Yeah, you know how. Check it, switch it up. Come on. Yeah, I got the blammers, I got the shooters, I got the coming to your spot, and we keeping it hot. Check it, slide on your dumb ass. You looking like a mark. What's up? Check it. And I'ma keep going. I never stop or slow down. I keep showing up. While y'all niggas is missing in action. What it is, nigga, this is war. Y'all niggas don't want it, nigga. We come to your turf. Niggas looking small. You left all blue like a smurf. Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah, check it. I go back in, cause I ain't the type to quit. Yeah, when your motherfuckers see the burners, yeah, they run for the exit. Check it, I'm from OT, West Side, where the real niggas ride. Check it out, we never shy away from homicide. But even though we get to the fucking grimy side, we still try to stay positive, trying to get that moolah and do some bigger things. That's how we do it, man. Yeah, check it out. This is KB Westwood, 4G audio. Your niggas don't want it with me, nigga. We dig deep in your motherfucking soul. Check it, we got this shit on control. Freestyle. Yeah. We keep going if.
Yeah, we got another one, man.
Yeah, throw
we put
another one.
beat. Just
Shit,
have fun,
man.
you know?
Yeah, that was sick.
All right, different style.
Man, the worst part is I have a really bad memory,
Yeah.
especially short term, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, so within the first like fucking maybe 6 bars or whatever, I was like, yo, that was sick, yeah. When this is over, I'm gonna remember and be like, yeah, those are sick bars, yeah. A little while later, I'm like, oh yeah, those ones. I'll remember those ones and those ones. And I was like, I don't remember the first one. I'm like, okay, I'll just remember the second one. I don't remember the second one. I'm like, okay. And then, anyways, point is, there was a few points through there.
Okay,
I was like,
well,
I'll remember that. I'll remember that.
You got
that.
a second chance.
Yeah. I'll write them down this time.
A little bit faster, I guess.
Yeah. This is for my real G's. This is for my real G's. This is for the real G's, yeah. Like a piano, niggas moving them keys, yeah. This ain't written, nigga. Ain't no ink, ain't no pen in the small fucker. Yeah, it's just in dome, motherfucker. What it is, nigga. Yeah, the beat kinda different, but we still rock to it like it's rock and roll. With no guitars, just the drums. Niggas out here try to get some. Yeah, niggas don't wanna get sunk when you fucking cruising in a battleship. Shit, nigga, trying to stack them chips like the casino. John Pesci. I mean, fuck. Yo, switch it.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Yo, you said I'm kind of glad that it ended right there because you said cruising in the battleship or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this guy rolled up in like this big ass like boat. I was not that big. He's got it like it's a bigger car or whatever, right? With the big rims and shit. And I was like, yo, shit. Whenever you first pulled in, I thought it was a Mercedes, man, because I was telling these guys a story about a Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like this right here. And then I was like, oh shit, no. But point is, I was like, you said Battleship. I'm like, yeah, fucking right. He pulls up in the big body.
Yeah. No, I need something different though. Give me something like more hip, a little bit more hip hop.
Boom bappy?
The third one.
Yeah. This one's gonna throw me off.
Oh, this might not be. Where are those other ones?
No, this one, that's not it either.
I got 3 gold bars.
You could go
beats.
back to the first one if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Back to the first beat.
You gotta plug this shit in though.
You got that, is that auxiliary around there, Joe?
Oh yeah.
That's over.
There you go. Let her howl. I don't know how to find the album that they gave us. You can turn me up. Yeah.
Can it be louder?
Yeah, oh, here. He's number 2, yeah. They win.
Yeah. Come on. KB Westwood.
Yeah.
Ask these motherfuckers what's good. When I pull up to your neighborhood, I get respected everywhere, nigga. You should know by now. Who got the crown? Who could spit like this anyway? Yeah, come on. Yo, we going super flagrant. Send these motherfuckers to the foul line. Yeah, just like the malice in the palace. Niggas don't want it with us. We the wildest. Yeah, like we going hunting, nigga. You don't want it with us. Turn into victims. Listen to the game that I'm pitching. Rest in peace to Holiday. Run around your base, nigga. This is baseball. You don't want it with me, nigga. I send you motherfuckers running home like a home run. Yeah, you know how it is. Handle my biz like I'm Buffett. Better trust this. Step to me, I make you step back like Michael Jackson when he moonwalk. Nigga, you don't want it with me, nigga. Cheer. Rest in peace to the legends. We mentioned Tupac earlier. Yeah, this some gangster shit. Thug life, nigga. You get mugged twice in the same neighborhood, motherfucker. Yeah, niggas always out here up to no good. Better wear your vest or you end up like Swiss cheese. Couple holes in ya. Nothing friendly around here. Welcome to the motherfucking dark side. Darth Vader, spaceship when we ride. Never let shit slide. No banana peel. Motherfuckers out here trying to square. We could rap for days. Niggas don't want it with us. We got connects in the east, west, south, north, nigga. You know what it is. The beat could switch, but we switch the flow. Here I go. Watch these motherfuckers fall back like dominoes. When I pull up with the 4-5. Check it. We going back in. This is legendary shit. Pulp Fiction. Overdose. Gotta stay away from the fentanyl. Shit make you fall. That shit'll make you crawl. End up in the ER. You don't want that. You'd rather live your life. You wanna see a future. You wanna have kids. You wanna have a wife. You wanna have grandkids. You wanna have a fucking legend. Yeah, that's about it for the night. That's about it for the night. That's about it for the night. Shout out to Fort Audio.
Hey. KB
Fucking
Westwood.
Yo, that was actually a good message too, man. That's sick.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. That was all freestyle too, cause
Yeah.
I feel you. You said something too. What'd you say? There's no ink. There's no ink to the pad or something.
I don't know what I said.
You said at some point though. You said something about basically you suggested I'm not writing shit. It's off the dome.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, but I didn't realize what you said at first until you said this is off the dome. Like, oh, he said it's no ink to the pad or something like that.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't realize until, especially because that first, whenever you first just like jumped
because once
right
you get the
into
momentum,
it.
you could go. You know.
Well, I felt like you jumped right into it, and I was like, yo, he had something going on or whatever, you know?
Yeah. No, I started off, whatever I had was like pre-written, and then
Okay.
once you get the
I see
momentum.
what you're saying. Once you get going, you get the
yeah.
beat and get the flow and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
I feel you.
That's why I told you keep going. Let me keep going, you know?
Yeah.
Because I had the momentum, the energy, or whatever.
It's like we were saying earlier, me and Bisha were talking, totally different scenario, but same idea. We're talking about going to work and shit.
Yeah.
And then like fucking like take a break or
breaks,
whatever.
yeah.
And like so you're like you got the like at first you're kinda like, oh, you know, getting working and shit.
Yeah.
But then you get into the groove and you're doing this and you're doing this and like whatever. Then you take your break or you take your lunch or whatever and you come back and you're like, oh yeah. You gotta kind of get
Slugging around.
back into it.
That's
you
why
know?
I told him, let's get it big quick, you know, while I still
Okay.
have the momentum and shit.
Might as well do it while we're in the rhythm.
Yeah.
That's it.
I like how you switched too.
Yeah.
With the fucking when the beat switched, I was like, oh shit, man, it's hard too because I can hear this beat playing or whatever the fuck too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it because
It's funky
that's why I
as
went
shit,
like this.
dude.
I pressed it against
Yeah.
my ear. So.
Okay. Well, I was like, oh
turned it
man,
up a
shit.
bit
I was
for
even
you
thinking
as
in my head,
well.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, does he hear that too? Because I'm hearing this other beat. I'm like, shit.
Okay. No, I couldn't
But
hear
they
it at
don't
all.
hear. I don't think they hear that. I don't know.
No, I couldn't hear it at all. So it's all good.
No.
That's good.
No, it's fire though. That's sick.
Yeah.
Respect.
Hell yeah.
That's the first. Well, no, sorry. That's the second time, I guess. That's the second time someone spit on this show in a fucking long time.
Okay.
Well, a little while, anyways.
Yeah.
I forget. Well, probably since we were in the
No,
studio.
that's a new thing about
old
rap
studio.
too. Like if you're a rapper, though, you have to spit, especially if you're doing an interview. It don't matter.
Well, there's like studio rappers too, but at the same time, I feel like I think personally for you to like be like you can say you're a rapper if you make fucking rap music, but my point is like to be like, or even like.
no, you could be a good studio rapper,
Like,
but as far as
yeah.
performing,
But I think I
Right.
just think like for you, like I don't know, it's hard to explain. Yes, like you're still a rapper or whatever if you're a studio rapper, but I just feel like if you can do all of that, I like you better than that guy that can just fucking record good songs or whatever, right?
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
can turn around and fucking freestyle with the guys around the back, fucking drinking a beer, smoking a joint
know,
outside, boom, 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 and you're actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you fucking spit in the studio and you can do it live and you can do all of those things. Then I'm like, okay,
yeah.
you have what it takes.
I'm not
you know?
gonna front. Obviously, my freestyles are not gonna be better than my written, but
Well, obviously,
freestyling
no.
is a art form that it's fun to do. You know.
Yeah.
If you know how to do it, obviously, but you could always learn. If you keep trying over and over, obviously, you're gonna get better.
Well, and I like the vibe too, where like even like one of my buddies, shout out Stecky, he's like this, like where he's like he may not be like the greatest like freestyler or like musician or whatever the fuck, but he freestyles all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But he's like, for me, it's the interaction, right? He's talking about what's going on in the room. He's
Yeah.
talking about the people in the room,
Yeah.
or he's, you know what I mean? Like you can tell that this guy is like just feeling the beat and saying the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like not to
yeah.
say he's not good. I just mean like if you hear him, you might be like, oh, he's not the greatest. But I just feel like I would prefer him over somebody who just spits a bunch of bars.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like has it already written? They're just saying it. But as for like somebody like I said, like him, like he's like mentioning the people in the room or the things in the room, or like you said, like we talked about Tupac earlier. You know, I'm like yeah, fucking right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that to me is like more like I cherish that
Yeah.
more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
for
like
sure.
like Harry Mack is like the best at doing that. Just
Harry
like,
Mack?
Yeah, he's just like
How do you spell it?
Harry, like HARRY
Okay,
MACK. Harry
See the
Mack.
guy that does
I'm just gonna write.
like crazy freestyles.
Oh, he just like freestyles like
right. Yeah.
for days, but he does it like he was on Omegle, and like he would get like
Oh, yeah.
just random people, and he'd be like, give me
Okay.
a bunch of words, and they would like give him a bunch of words, like
Okay.
random ass words.
Yeah, I seen
Like that
a lot.
Eminem thing he did on Westwood, like
Oh, I
years,
seen
years
that.
ago. They're like, he's like cell phone. He's like cell phone. Who the hell's home?
Right.
Whatever.
But
right?
it was different than that though. Like he would just like talk to the people on the camera, and he'd be like, "Okay, give me 3 words," and he would write these 3 words down, and
Oh.
then integrate those 3 words. Or
I thought they
4
were
words,
just
or however
sorry.
many words. Like
I didn't let you finish. I thought they
Yeah.
were just saying them to him as he was spitting them, kind of thing. Like
no.
I
But
give-
then like say if he like used all those words, like he would take whatever's like in their background or the clothes that they're wearing. There's
Yeah.
one like where he's just he's waiting, like there's people waiting in a fucking long ass line to get into some place that I have no idea what it was.
Yeah.
And he just walks down the line with a boombox on his shoulder,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like rapping his like just like
Okay. Yeah,
But
he
he's, like,
mastered it.
pointing at
He's
what
probably
their
been doing
shoes,
it
like-
for a while, so he mastered it. You
Yeah,
know?
he's got. You can tell like he's got like a
Can you put
like
the-
a like an algorithm. You know what I mean? Like he's got like a formula that he goes through to like
Me too.
you know always be on point whenever he's doing like saying
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
I know. I'll check him out though. Harry Mack,
Should.
my guy.
Okay, I'll have my people call your people.
What's the thing?
Bully Zone, welcome back, man. Yo, you know how
Yeah,
much
he wants
business
to-
you missed?
Yeah, we're still live. Yeah,
Live.
yeah.
Some love.
Bullies in the building. Yeah, man. Whatever. So we just had some
Bully Zone in the
fucking
building.
fire bars.
He's mostly in the building.
Yo, actually, just since we're on the bars, is Bullies don't want to spit bars?
No.
Nah, he's been in there fucking managing the team. We got fucking cheers, man. Happy Friday. We got fucking Flox over here recording a fucking album right next to us. Sorry, not recording an album. He's finishing recording the album. We got fucking Terminator in the building. Show your face real quick. Terminator.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Yeah,
Can I do a shameless plug?
Do it. Get it, man. Get your
So
thing.
not only is Flox bouncing around right now, respect, thank you.
Show your face,
Bouncing
Flox.
around, working on Full Extraction. We got this new collaborative joint coming out. This is the second time we talk about it. Called KGs, 1,000 grams and counting. It's gonna be a EP. Me and your boy Flox together. Got some hard boom bap kind of beats. We got some crazy samples. We're just in the middle of getting that shit worked out legally, and then we dropping the album. So you'd expect that.
That's the one with the song, with the thing and the stuff we talked about. Nice. Sick.
1,000 grams
So
and counting, man.
I've heard one, maybe two of those joints, and it's going down. Yeah, it's
All
going
bangers.
down. Look out for that. No, and at the same time too, yeah. So like Flox's Full Extraction's coming too. That's crazy, man. But yeah, fuck yeah, man. I like to see the team here always working, man. It's always, there's always somebody in
Always
here
something
recording,
going on, yeah.
something going on. But I like to see when we pull up and there's like platinum shit going down. We got Terminator and his big fucking floppy dick hanging out, you know? Yeah, no, you know? So
That's
I like to see that, man. I like to see that shit. Fucking right. However, man, I think that was fucking fire. We got to clip that shit.
Sure.
Gold bars for sure. But so, oh shit, that's funny. I made that joke because we got the fucking gold bars champion right here too. Not the contender, the fucking the reigning champion. Yeah.
Are we doing
But-
that again?
Yeah.
What's that?
Gold bars
soon.
Yeah, we got it
Yeah.
coming. Yeah.
Coming soon.
It's gonna be a little different, I think. A little different prizes and shit, but we got a thing coming. Yeah. So look out for that too. By the way, yeah. Fuck, holy shit. But however, I think we have some questions.
Yeah.
Do the lightning round. Every
Alright.
question's worth
Thank
double the
you
points.
very much for letting me tap in.
Hey,
No
yeah,
doubt,
man.
no doubt.
Always a pleasure, bully.
Oh, you just came to say the thing.
Yeah,
Nah.
Took the opportunity.
No, that's perfect though. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So
Let's
here's
get
the
it.
thing: is I gotta do one of those things, and I
We'll
usually
just
make
get
this
right
longer
into it.
than it needs to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out for a sec.
Right
Step
on.
out?
Yeah, I just gotta go to the washroom.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll get into the lightning round while he's gone.
For sure.
I'll just ask you questions. It's just super easy, like pizza or tacos.
Okay.
Pizza or tacos.
Pizza.
Powerade or Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Gin or vodka.
Gin. Actually, vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah. Would you rather take a plane or take a train?
Plain.
Plane. Tattoos or piercings? What do you?
Piercings.
Piercings.
Because
Yeah.
I don't have any tattoos. So.
Right. Boobs or booty?
Booty.
Booty. Would you rather be stuck deep sea or outer space?
Deep sea. Actually, yeah, deep sea. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because deep in space, nobody's coming to save you,
Oh yeah.
Or if they do come, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah. Would you rather never laugh again or never use your smartphone again?
Shit. Fuck this. I'm going to put the smartphone away.
Yeah.
I'll just get a Nokia. It's a flip phone.
Yeah.
Back in the days.
That does the trick.
Yeah. Would you rather be gossiped about or never talked about at all? Yo, what's going on, dude?
I'd rather be not talked about.
Rather not be talked about.
Yeah.
Would you rather forget who you are or forget who everybody else was?
I'd forget who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be born with an elephant trunk or a giraffe neck?
Giraffe neck.
Yeah.
At least I could see some things that people know.
Yeah. Would you rather be forgotten about or hatefully remembered?
Forgotten about. Actually, no. Hatefully remembered.
Yeah. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
One horse-sized duck.
One horse-sized duck?
Yeah. I just step on it.
Yeah.
You can't step on a horse-sized duck, bro. That's a big duck.
It's a big
Oh,
duck.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a horse the size of a duck.
Yeah, right.
Holy
No, there's
fuck.
100 of those.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
No, I still take the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One big ass
It's a
duck.
If I break one wing, I'm good.
Yeah. Would you rather go about your day naked or fall asleep for a whole year?
Oh, I just go out naked. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You might get some pussy that day.
Yay.
There you go. Yeah. It's trolling.
Yeah.
Would you rather live one life that lasts 100 years or 1,000 years, or 10 different lives that last 100 years each?
Nice.
I'll take 100 years each.
100 years each.
Yeah. That's 10 lives. You're good.
Yeah.
I don't want to be 1,000. Then you get bored. Everybody you know died and
That's
shit.
it.
True, man.
ago,
That's
too.
and that's a common thing too. People are like, yo, everyone I knew fucking died like 10 times. You know,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they got to know new people, and they
And I don't know how fast I'm aging. So if I'm fucking 1,000 years old,
Could be
I mean,
Yeah, at this rate, you're fucking like
dust almost.
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I have a cane, but I still have 500
Yeah.
years to go.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing too. Is that's another question too. Is like, yo, do I like age the whole time, or do I
Right.
just hit fucking 60 and that's it? I'm just 60 for the
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
next 900.
'Cause I don't
That'd be
wanna-
alright.
I don't want to be 200 years old and I still have 800 years to go. And
It
shit.
depends how
Yeah.
many people you eat though, or how much blood you suck or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, then you look like 20
That
or
keeps
whatever
you
the
young,
fuck,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you be Count Dracula.
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
All right. Would you rather have 2 million followers or $2 million?
Dollars.
Dollars.
That was so quick.
Yeah.
Yo, like
I knew it was
you,
coming.
yeah, you fucking finished that statement. He already knew what you're saying.
If you could choose one skill to
Actually,
obtain-
no. Actually, I have $2 million.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, it's funny because as you were just started the next question, I was like, wait though, like you can
No,
make
because
money
if
off
you
the
have $2
followers.
million, I mean, if you have $2 million, you get to 2 million followers.
Yeah.
That's true,
It could
but
be
but
said-
both
be said
ways
for
though,
both
right?
ways,
If
right,
you have 2
yeah.
million
At least
followers,
you
you
have
can
the
get.
But there's
First.
other ways of making. You
But
don't have
here's-
to be a.
But here's how I look at it. Okay, one time I looked it up because I didn't know that you can make money off the internet and shit.
Yeah.
So one day I was like, yo, what the fuck, I mean, this is years and years ago, but at one point I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why the fuck are these people doing these like fucking stupid YouTube videos and shit? Like, not
Yeah.
stupid, like specific YouTube videos I was watching, but I'm like, yo, why would you spend the time? Like, some of these people don't do anything but make these. I'm like, well, why would you spend all this time doing it? My buddy goes, man, he's like, you get paid money for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So
some of
then,
these guys, but that's the thing. These
I
guys
hate-
build. So it takes them a couple years, you know.
no, for
It's not
sure.
like they just woke up one day and then
Oh,
I'm making two.
No, well,
You gotta
even
build a
too,
brand.
some of the
But
guys.
if somebody
Sell it.
gives me 2 million up front, and you could flip that.
Oh, for sure.
build a brand
But see,
and
you could,
fucking
yeah. Well,
business.
even too, like one of the guys I watched, Danny Duncan. He just, man, all the guy does is like shoot stuff and like blow shit up and like crashes cars and like,
Yeah.
but on his
That's the
own
thing.
property and
You
shit.
have to have content.
But well, and that's it. So I mean, like right now, I fucking don't really have a car to smash up that I don't give a fuck about.
Right.
Yeah.
But had I had $2 million, I can buy a car and smash it up and pretend I don't give a fuck, right? And then
Then you
there's
can have
content,
content,
and
yeah.
that's right. But the other way is if you already have the followers. So what I was saying was that I was like, yo, you can make money off this internet shit, whatever. All my buddies are like, yo, check out this Instagram shit. They're like a bit younger than me. They go
But
check
that's
out
the
this
thing.
Instagram shit.
If your
and,
if your Instagram page is whack, then you're just gonna lose followers daily.
it's true, but I didn't like the Instagram shit. I didn't use it. I didn't even have an Instagram.
Yeah.
All I used for social media was I had a Twitter. I never used it. I like at the time. And then I used fucking Facebook. That's all I really used.
Yeah.
And then my buddy was like, yo, get Instagram. He's like, yo, you can get all this shit. Him and a couple other buddies would sit around and go, oh, I have this many followers. And like, oh, this and that. I'm like,
Yeah.
who the fuck cares, man? Let's hang out, you know? Like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
But then I started reading this shit, man, and this guy says you can make fucking, so if you have 100,000 followers,
Yeah.
you can make up to $5,000 a post. So a company will come to you and say, here's $5,000 and a pair of fucking shoes or some shit,
Yeah.
and post about us or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's up to $5,000 depending on
Yeah. for
whatever,
sure.
right?
No,
so
I understand. I understand.
but-
That's why I
but-
second guessed myself for a second, but I'm like,
Well, and that's sorry, I guess I'm just explaining. That's why I was gonna say something. I was gonna be like, well, what about if you had the followers, right? Because if you have, so that's 100,000 times 20 is 2 million, right?
Yeah.
20 times 5,000 is 100,000.
Yeah.
So if you do that math, I mean, it might even multiply more, right?
I
So 2
understand.
million
I
might even.
understand that, but I would still take the 2 million.
No, for sure, but
you know why?
But you can create it, like you said.
Because people think being a YouTuber is easy. It's not.
Yeah. It's like a full-time job.
It is.
Sure.
Basically
Oh, for
a
sure.
full-time
To do it
job.
like legit.
If you have the
and,
$2
like,
million and you don't have money, people are just gonna start unfollowing you because you
Yeah.
don't have the money to produce the
To keep
No,
high
that's
quality
true.
content.
Yeah.
But
First
all
of
you
all-
do is you whore yourself out. You get the pair of Nike shoes and the Nike sweater. You take a
I know,
picture.
but you
You
need-
get the 100 grand.
No, you need like people to edit.
But if you
your
already have the
videos
followers, though,
so they look.
then you make
proper.
the money, right? Then you
No,
get the
you can
100
make the
grand
money,
for the
but-
picture.
It has to be up to par because there's a lot of people that have.
No,
2
it's
million.
true though, and like you said, you can make the content out of that money. And the other thing is even other than being a YouTuber or trying to get viral or like that type of shit,
Yeah.
even say like in the music world, fucking, I personally think $2 million goes way further than 2 million followers
Yeah.
because, like you said, some of those people are leaving at some point.
Like
you
if
know,
you have $2 million,
and-
you could get a feature with most
that's just it.
any artist. You don't have to go big and try to get Drake for $1 million and waste half of it.
Yeah.
But
No, exactly. But if you
could
get
the
three,
next upcoming artists, you know.
you get 3 good artists for 20 grand on your
Exactly.
fucking album.
Exactly.
Boom, right?
Get them in your video. That video alone can make you $2 million.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah,
if
either
it's
way, like I said, I that's why I left to take a piss because I was like, fuck it. I'm like, I make it longer all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever they first asked me the question, I'm like, yo, 2 million followers. I'm like, fuck that, man. I'm like, you can make the money, right?
Yeah.
But then as I heard other people answer, I'm like, you know what? I am about the money,
Yeah.
and I would rather the 2 million. You know, like, same with the Jay-Z thing, right? Because the 500 grand is gonna help you now.
It's there.
Any
now,
information that he might possibly give you
That's it.
is only gonna help you later.
Yeah.
I think
if
the only
it helps
info
you, right?
he'd give you is you should have took the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, his advice. Yeah,
'Cause
won't talk
if
to you the
don't
whole
have money,
time.
then you can't. It takes money to make money. You
That's
know?
true though.
So
How are you gonna make any
you
of
could
those
take-
ideas come to
Exactly.
Well,
Like,
before-
without money?
you hear all these inspirational quotes on Facebook all day.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the money to fucking invest,
That's
then
it.
It's true.
how you gonna invest?
Well, and before I saw this thing where they're saying, like, a bunch of people posted this thing where it's like, would you rather 500K or fucking date with Jay-Z or whatever?
Yeah.
Sorry, dinner with Jay-Z. I just said it that way, but
Yeah.
I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, right.
But my point is that before I even saw that meme or like people questioning that, I saw a fucking like another thing. You know how they put like the like nobody ever. And it's like me. You know, like people talking. So it's like
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
me at dinner with Jay-Z. It's like Jay-Z,
You should have took the
and there's nothing, and then it's like me. Nothing. And it's like Jay-Z, nothing. Then it's like me, and I forget what Buddy says, but it's something like just, so how's Beyonce? Or like it wasn't that, but it's just something that didn't even fucking matter. Like it was just so stupid. Like you did the Black album, or like, you know what I mean? Just something so random. And he's like, Jay-Z, check please. And I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's what it'd be like hanging
how
out
it
with
goes.
Jay-Z, I think, you know? Like, I mean, not that he's boring, but like as a fucking like fan or whatever, you'd be like, I don't know what to say.
I know,
So then
right?
later when I saw these memes with like, oh, would you choose this or this? I'm like, that's why they were posting this thing.
Right.
And I was like, even if he was like, here's 2 hours for me to offer you advice, I just feel like I'd sit there and be
Yeah.
like Sean Carter, man, like holy shit, you know, like there'd be no conversation to be even had, you know. Anyway, sorry,
All right.
sorry,
No, it's all good.
no, it's
We
not.
only got
though.
a few more now.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's not.
If you could choose one skill to obtain instantly, what would it be?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
If you could choose one skill to obtain instantly, you know what I mean? To learn instantly, what would it be?
Anything.
Can I say science?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what do you call it?
Like,
What do you call it? It's like a blanketed term, or like maybe not blanketed term. Like
I
what do you
get
call
it,
it? Like
though,
a
like
Or
physicist?
biology.
a general,
specifically.
like a like. No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that that's actually a good answer because you're not like specific science or anything. You're
All
like,
the science.
I know all of the fucking
Yeah.
science. Like, you know
No,
what
I
I
would
mean?
say
So,
biology,
skill.
though, to
Right.
understand
biology,
how,
yeah.
Yeah.
how the human body works. And
To be
stuff.
a doctor or just to like help yourself survive?
None. Well, if I could help myself, I'll help everybody. You know.
Just an understanding of the human race.
Yeah,
as
help
a whole.
everybody.
that.
If I can help
dope.
everybody, why
Yeah.
not? It's not about me. It's just everybody.
Respect
That's cool.
that.
Yo,
'Cause
I
there's
just
people,
have.
there's people that have health conditions that
I know
that-
that I am dragging this the fuck on, but you know what? And correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but I have heard that someone that we have to thank for certain biological whatever the fuck
advancements.
Thank you. Wow,
Oh,
this guy's
right.
already
Yeah.
fucking
From World War II.
is from World War II,
Right.
and we also have maybe a young gentleman by the name of Adolf Hitler to thank for them.
Yeah,
Well,
And-
it's just they did things to
but-
people, right? That
yeah, they experiment.
They were
learned how
experimenting,
medicine
yeah.
works
So, like,
and
even, like,
what
insulin,
works and yes.
Like one specific example is insulin. So I'm not saying everybody's fucking kneel down and praise fucking Lord Hitler or anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying on the topic of biological advancements and doing things for other people.
Yeah.
His point was never to do it for other people. No one's point on his side was ever to do it for other
For
people than
himself,
themselves. But my point is that that's a silver lining that we can take from that is that we
Because
wouldn't
without
have had insulin, or maybe we wouldn't have discovered insulin until
Much
later.
later.
And like I said, I only use that as an example because that was a specific example they used in this tutorial or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so point is
Okay.
you want to be a biologist like Hitler. No, sorry. Sorry, man. No, I had to bring it around to something funny.
No, I was just kidding.
But anyways,
That's
yeah,
funny.
no, it sparked that in my mind. I was like, well, actually, we do have some things to thank him for.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said, I'm not saying fucking praise the fucking guy or that he did anything good, and that was never his intention. But
Yeah.
so you're taking out, yeah. Anyways,
Hitler was
No.
good till he went crazy,
Yeah.
Some
And
say that he didn't even
developed-
shoot himself.
He developed a hatred for people, and then he just, he became like the
It's so
devil and shit.
fucked up, man. Anyway, sorry. Like I said, I always open up more conversation out of all this. You should just duct tape myself and throw me in the closet.
No, it's all good. It's
But
all
yeah,
If
Lock
you
'em
were
up.
to lose one of your five senses, what would it be? Touch, taste, sight, smell,
Smell.
and hearing. Smell?
Yeah, I live without that.
Yeah, for sure.
and
It's
okay,
like
no.
98% of the.
Okay, it'll be
That's
quick. I
right.
promise.
Yeah.
I love smelling shit. I smell
Shit.
everything. Like
I
I
gave
put
him
my
too much
hand in
time.
something like gross or whatever, I'll smell it.
Yeah.
Or like I bust up my weed in the buster, I smell it. Like everything, I smell. But
I
I never
know.
noticed it. I never noticed it until one of my buddies pointed it out. I say this on every episode, so everyone else is probably bored with it, but you probably love it. But I smell fucking everything. But the thing is, when I was asked that question, I broke it all down and finally I went with smell. But I was like, still to me, I was like, it still kills me a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
I like to
It
smell
does, it
shit,
does.
you know?
It does.
All right, last one.
But out of
Um,
everything, I'd pick the smell.
That's it. Has to be right.
Yeah.
So you find a book, you start to read it, you find out it's about your life right up until the point where you found this book. Do you continue reading it knowing it holds your future, or do you put it down, walk away?
I put it down.
I feel like,
They got a banger.
oh, nice. Yeah. Honestly, I've like,
Sorry.
not to say I judged you before you answered that question, but I thought in my head, I'm like, he's the kind of guy to put it down.
Put it down, man.
Yeah,
I
put
would.
it down. Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's I think that's I think it. Sorry, my point is, I think it's a smart decision.
Right.
And the reason why is because I have originally was asked that, and I came up with my own answer. I don't even remember what my answer was, but I came up with my own answer. And then throughout time, hearing other people answer it and give their reasoning why and this and that, I'm like, you know what? I honestly think that no matter, like, say you had a debate where both these people are like 100% on either side,
Yeah.
I still personally think you can't convince me that putting that book down is a bad idea
Right.
compared to the other, right?
You know,
what
why?
I mean?
Because if you read the book and anything bad that happens, you're gonna try to change it.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. My original answer, I believe, was that I would
So you're
fucking
gonna
read
you're
it so
gonna-
I could change it. But then I think it was Jonesy said, what if, so say you read it and say there's, for the rest of from now till the end of your life, there's like 10 really big fucking scenarios, right?
Yeah.
And 5 of them are good and 5 of them are bad, right?
Yeah.
5 of them are really, really, really good, but 5 of them are like pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, well, these ones went good. what if I change all these bad ones? The other ones will still go good, right?
Yeah.
But Jonesy said, I think it was Jonesy, but somebody proposed to me, said, well, what if when you change the bad ones, the good ones don't go as good
Which
as
is
they
what would
should have
happen.
went, right? And exactly, yeah. So anyways,
It's
point is throughout the time I've realized, I'm like, I honestly think the best decision is put that fucking book down and never fucking look at it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone said they burn it.
Even if you find out something like something drastic, you know,
Yeah.
it's gonna send you into a state of depression even
Yeah.
before
True.
you. So
Or something so simple.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
too,
What you were saying
the
with the liter of water, you know what I'm saying?
and I was just gonna bring that
Yeah,
up too.
yeah.
Is somebody said, I think it was Kin or somebody, but
find out how you
somebody brought
die.
up, what if you didn't find out, what if they didn't tell you like your future exactly, but they just told you like it was either when or how you're gonna die. So you got to pick when. You get to find out when or how you died.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what if you pick like, I said, well, if you pick when, then you're like sitting there, you're like, okay, fucking now's the time, like see you guys later, right?
Yeah.
So then you try and like change it and hide it. But I said, even say you hide in some fucking basement fucking room or whatever, some plane's gonna still fall down and crash through the house and kill you or whatever, right? Like, cause it's
Yeah.
on that time,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So no matter what you do, it's happening. But the other thing is if you learn how you're gonna die, but he said, what if you learn how you're gonna die, but it's very vague? It's like a gallon of water or whatever, right? And you're like, whoa, what the fuck? So a gallon of water weighs 10 pounds. You can throw a gallon of water off a 3-story building and kill somebody, you know what I mean? So it's like, do I drown in the water? Do I get hit by the water? So then you're sitting there worrying. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you know that it is going to happen. And it's involving this one thing. So you're like, oh shit, like a lead pipe, right? Or like whatever, right?
Just lock yourself in a padded room. You're like,
Yeah,
don't
drive
bring
you
any
into
water
depression.
near me.
Yeah.
Right.
So point is,
Don't you
yeah,
don't you die at that point
You
though?
stop drinking water.
well, I mean, you would probably die of paranoia or whatever.
I'm
but
not saying literally, but like your life is pretty much.
oh, it's over then, yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's kind of like what I was saying is that it's like you're saying is once you read these things and find them out, you're gonna try and avoid them, and your life becomes this wreck of a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing, right? So same thing as in that scenario. You're like, what's a gallon of water? And like anytime someone has a gallon of water near you, you're like freaking out, like you're like swimming in the pool. You're like, how many fucking liters in here? You're like, that's more than a gallon. Like, am I gonna die?
Oh my God, there's 10 gallons. you
But so
said,
either
right?
way, right? And it's like even too, like you're like you said, it doesn't even have to be like how you're gonna die or when you're gonna die or any shit like this. But at the same time, you read this book and you're like, oh yeah, that's where like
Yeah.
it doesn't even have to be harm to yourself. It's just that's where this thing happens. Like, okay, I'm gonna avoid that
Exactly.
shooting at the corner store or whatever, like.
Yeah.
And then you do that, but then when you do that, it harms something else.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just repeating everything
butterfly
everyone has
effect,
already
yo.
said. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sorry. So that's the last question. I'm sorry. I say sorry a lot, but
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I also drag things on a little bit, especially with these questions. So usually when the questions come up, I'm like, okay, I'm
Well, you
going
like
this.
to ponder the question.
Because
what if,
yeah,
you
well,
know?
because the other thing too is sometimes
gotta deep-
people ask or answer so quickly,
Yeah.
and I'm like, hey, wait, well, what about this? What about that? Like you said, smell right away, right?
Yeah.
So some people go, touch. And I'm like, yo, touch is sex, bro. They're like, whoa, no, not touch then, man.
Yeah.
They're
I didn't
like
even think of that.
hearing. And I'm like,
I
yo,
would never
but
quit
I'm like,
touching.
bro, I'm
Fuck
like,
them.
hearing is like music and shit. They're, oh, no, not that. They're like, taste. I'm like, but that's food. They're like, smell. And then, you know what I mean? I kind of direct them into that area,
Yeah.
but it's to point out like this thing, right?
No, me, I said smell right away because I know what the other
But
sentences, you know?
sometimes people answer real quick. I'm like, yo, but what about this? Or like, I gotta propose this thing. I gotta like, oh, someone else said this, so let's like talk about it, right? Shit. But just on the note of me saying sorry a whole bunch. Funny thing is, I was at a party last weekend, diaper party for my boy,
Yeah.
and I was there, and there might have been like 8 to 10 people at the most or some shit, right?
Yeah.
I was there, man, and I heard once it got like dark out, I heard, I'm sorry. A whole bunch. Everyone was like, I'm sorry. Like about fucking everything.
Yeah.
Because everyone's drunk, right?
Right.
And I heard, man, I'm fucking drunk. In every form you could say it in
Yeah.
100 times, and like each person said it a million times. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm annoyed or that was whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kept saying, I'm like, boys, I can tell we're having a good time and we're amongst good people, because everyone's like, I'm sorry, man. And they're like, one dude even apologized for being drunk. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm really
wow.
drunk. And I'm like, boys, I'm like, it's great people. I'm like, everyone's sitting here apologizing.
Yeah.
Everyone's stating how fucked up they are. I'm like, yeah, fucking
The
right.
thing
man.
about sorry is it's never too late to say sorry, but sometimes it can be too early to say sorry.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Facts,
Whoa.
man.
Real talk.
Shit, right there.
That might even go into my fucking list of quotes.
Yeah, that's great. I like that.
Yeah, I have a list of quotes from friends that say things, and
Because let's say like for example, let me put that into clarification. Like let's say you did something to somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Like let's say you got into a fight, you beat somebody up, you know. You can't apologize to him right away, you know.
No, you gotta like let everyone have their
Let the-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
settle
No, that's true.
everything.
yeah.
Sorry right away is like just kind of like a panic, like
Well, now they're facing, or they.
No,
like,
it's just gonna start
it's
another
gonna
fight.
start
Yeah,
another
yeah. Let
fight.
let shit calm down. Let it all play out
Yeah.
before you fucking yeah.
'Cause
No,
you're
it makes
still
sense
gonna
though.
feel a type of way, right?
And at
But
the
it's-
same time, if you fucking make that person a girl, not that you beat her up. Sorry, not that you beat her up. But make that person a girl. If you apologize right away, then they're like, "Oh, he's a little bitch," you know.
Right?
Yeah, put them in their face.
I don't know. I'm just fucking around, but
Like I ain't even saying that, and he's already apologizing.
But see, yeah, at the same time though, like sometimes I think I'm too nice. You know what I
Right.
mean? And like not even just with girls, but in general with people. So then they don't maybe like I'm not saying that people consciously think of this in their mind,
Yeah,
but maybe subconsciously they're like, this guy's a target or whatever, right? Like
yeah.
Well,
I can like manipulate
No, that's
this
what
dude
it
or
is.
whatever,
Yeah.
right? And it's like so like sometimes man, I'm like I mean I don't try to be super nice, but I just am, I guess.
Just
But so
gotta
I'm like
watch
nice, and then I
yourself,
realize
that's
I'm
all.
like, yo, I'm like, I think they just saw me as a target. They just say, oh, he's so fucking nice. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do
No,
this
at
shit,
the
right?
end of the day, you always have to be yourself, even if you're too nice, whatever.
That's
Yeah,
true.
That's it.
But
For sure.
you
Appreciate hearing
you
that.
also have to look out for yourself
That's
too. You know,
it.
don't
No-
if you
no-
see a pattern of people taking advantage of your
Yeah.
kindness or the nice things that you do or whatever, then obviously you gotta turn down the notch a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
because you don't want to be taken advantage of.
It's true.
So, but don't change your character. Just change how nice you are to certain people. You know.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. We
Absolutely.
weed it out.
Yeah.
Because even too, like at the same time, yeah, like, what's there's this? I just saw this recently
no.
too. I keep talking about memes, but I saw something recently that said, like this is for empathetic people or whatever, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And they said, no, giving people who give or whatever, right? Which are usually empathetic people too, I guess. But people who give, they're like, have a limit
Yeah.
because people who take don't.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's like,
yeah.
oh, that's
Take
so
whatever
crazy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you think
That's
like, oh, like they
That's
won't
what I'm
take
saying. If you
advantage
see
of
a
me. Like,
pattern and shit, then yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta.
well, I'd say like you're like, oh yeah, like they won't take advantage of me, or like you see
People
the
start
good or
counting-
whatever. You're like,
People
"Yeah,
start
here's the
counting on
thing."
you like, yo, can I borrow $40 again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, that's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. True that, man.
Again is the key word.
Yeah. Yeah. They might not say it, but you hear it for
Yeah.
sure.
I know, right?
Yeah. Again. But yeah, again and again and again.
Yeah.
That Wu-Tang joint.
It's not gonna stop. Yeah. Protect your neck. bro.
Oh, shit. Right?
That was a message. Protect your neck.
Yeah. It's true, though. Yeah, man. You got to look out for yourself in the end of the day. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking, it's all right to give the,
The only
T-shirt off
people-
your
the
back
only
to somebody,
people that
but
you should
as long as you
give,
got an extra one.
The only people you should give without expecting anything in return are your children. If you have kids,
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
have kids, but if anybody has kids, that's the only people.
It's true, man. Mine just turned 10 yesterday. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I try to fucking.
Because obviously you're not expecting, yo, where's my $40? You know.
Yeah.
It's your child, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the only person that
Pressing up
the
on your
only
children.
people, the only people and shit that you should,
Speaking of that,
or your wife or whatever if you haven't. if you
fucking
have a
kid owes
wife.
me for lunch the other day.
Yeah.
No. Shit. To be honest, though, he
The
said
way
he'd buy
you
me
live.
lunch one day, and then he
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
But
No, that's the thing about kids. Like once you get older, it pays back. No,
Yeah.
oh,
It's
for
a-
sure, man. And
it's a biological investment.
for
Yeah.
sure, man. And at the same time, too, man. Like it's so weird. Like even
It's,
like,
I'm
like I
not
said-
saying it's a it's more than that, obviously.
No,
but
yeah. No, I feel I
Don't
know
go
what
having
you're
kids
saying.
because they're gonna have your back.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
like
they might not.
Look
You know.
after me when I'm old, man.
my buddy
Yeah.
whose diaper party we had last weekend or whatever, we were out fucking shooting guns and eating chicken wings and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man. Like he's like, I don't even really know what I'm in for. And everyone around, like, there's like half of us have kids or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like the one dude's like, yo, man. He's like, honestly, he's like, I can't even explain it. He's like, it's crazy, man. Like
Yeah.
you'll see, right? And this other dude comes out of the darkness. He's like, yo, man. Like whatever. Gives him a big hug. He's like, man. He's like, you don't even know what you're in for, you know? Like
Yeah.
like watch, man. He's like, see, I don't know, but like it sounds pretty cool. And I'm like, man. I'm like, fucking right, man. Like it's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
But that's it, right? That's all part of it. Like you said, it's all becomes like for them, right? So then you don't
Yeah.
even like. So my point is like, man, like sometimes I'm like, I don't even like care. You know what I mean? As long as like
Yeah.
he's happy or like whatever. Man, yesterday I was at his house, me and my dad and shit
Yeah.
for his birthday and shit, and we're fucking having dinner and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And fucking at some point he was like behind me or whatever. He was doing some shit like in the other room, and they were all kind of like laughing about some shit.
Yeah.
And fucking he said, I don't even remember what he said, or I didn't even really hear, but he said some shit, and everyone fucking started laughing at him, and he just started like just like that big, like he just laughed so hard.
Okay.
And I was like, that's like it's like when you even like when they're babies too, you hear like that's a different. It wasn't just the giggle; they were like the belly laughs and shit. Like they thought that was hilarious. Right? And he just burst out laughing. He's laughing. I was like, I don't even care. Like I was gonna turn around and look and shit just to see him enjoying it, but I was just like, you know what, man? I'm like, just that was like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, he's so happy right now.
Yeah.
You know. But but that's my point is like little things like that. Like it's like. Just so like just to see them in that one like moment to be happy, whatever, you know. I'm not saying like you give them whatever they fucking want to make them happy.
Yeah.
But it's just in that moment when you see them genuinely like just randomly fucking happy, you're like, that's it. That's all of it.
It's
that's
all worth it.
Like exactly.
Sure.
Like, I just cashed in right there, man. Like that's it. So it's true. Like you said, it's a how'd you call it? Biological investment.
Yeah.
It sounds. I know what you mean. I'm not saying I think this way, but the way you worded it, what'd you say? It's you're like I don't know how you said
It's
it,
more
but
than
basically
that.
you said it's more than that. Yeah,
you know.
It can sound weird, but I knew what you meant.
That's
'cause
why.
it is.
That's why I took it back before. I'm like, it's more than that, obviously, but
investment is. I think investment is where it goes wrong because then people think it's like a money thing.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just that. Usually it's monetized. I guess it is. Yeah, usually you're spending money on this shit.
No, if you look at the retirement homes, they're basically paid to take care of the seniors. You know.
Yeah.
So if you have children that could take care of you, obviously you might end up at a retirement home.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's more than
it could take you 20 years out of that retirement home.
Yeah,
you know, if you have kids.
Well, see, when you said what'd you say?
But I'm not saying that's the main
investment,
purpose to have kids. You know.
No, but just whenever you said biological investment, that's like what I was saying. That's the way I took it. Was like, you know, like you do these things, you put in this time and effort and like money or whatever the fuck, so that they can be happy or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's even like one step further.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, raise them well so they can fucking help you exit the world or whatever. You know what I mean?
But to be honest,
that's a different way too.
I think that's how it's supposed to be.
It's true, man.
Because even if you look at animals like lions, we'll talk about lions. After a while, the older lions, they can't hunt as they used to proficiently as
so
they used to.
So they keep the kids around?
No, they keep younger lions around.
But yo, I thought like most of the fucking animal world they like take off and shit. Like the kids take
yeah,
off.
if they
lions like they're like pride animals, right? Like
lions chill out
they
and shit?
sort of like
They're like us. They have
they roll
family
deep.
or
They
whatever.
roll deep.
yeah, they do. They got like an alpha and like the
And that's
alpha
why.
female, and, then
And
they
I
have,
was gonna
like,
say I
that's
was
why
gonna
the-
stop
the-
you because you said something about animals or whatever, right? And I was gonna be like, yo, some animals though, because some of them were different, right? Like some what is it, praying mantis or whatever the fuck the chicks bang the dudes and then they fucking eat the dudes
Yeah.
or some shit. But Black Widow's okay, something. But that's my point is you were like, oh, with the animals, I was like, oh, some animals though. But that goes along with my point is that perfect. Some animals, apparently lions stay together like we do,
Right? Yeah.
like families or whatever.
Yeah.
And what'd you say, Jonesy? It's because, or maybe you said it.
No, because
They can't hunt. The old ones can't hunt.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's the older ones. The males don't hunt at all. It's mostly
It's
the
always the
females.
females,
The males are there only to protect. You know.
Yeah.
See, word?
Word.
Yeah,
Intimidate.
Really?
Yeah. They'll
Wait,
don't
like
get
all
it
the
twisted.
time? All the
They'll
time or
help,
when they're old?
They'll help once in a while, but most of the times they're just there to
Yeah,
protect.
like the women hunt?
Yeah, because there's predators. There's different lions that are trying to take over your pride.
But
so
like the fucking men just fucking swag out.
they just
Yeah,
chill,
yeah.
They have sex and they sleep
Yo, I
That's
want
it.
that job. Holy shit,
and
man.
they eat. You know.
Okay, I didn't know that. I figured.
But
like,
if the
just
prey
in
is
general, I
big,
just
like
figured the
if
dudes
they're
would go
hunting
get it.
like a fucking giraffe or an elephant or whatever, the males might show up. But most of the times they're hunting gazelles or whatever. So the males don't really need to get involved in
You know,
shit.
do you watch fucking Family Guy?
Sometimes.
I hate to take this from this information session that you're giving us to
Yeah.
this stupid shit.
No,
But
it's all
Family
good.
Guy, there's an
I
episode of.
love Family Guy. Don't
it's-
get it twisted.
last night, my son goes, "Can we watch some adult anime?" I'm like, "What's adult anime?" And he's like, like Family Guy and like this. He named a bunch of shows, and I was like, yeah.
Trust me, there's much more adult.
Yeah,
Well, I was like,
anime.
it's not. I was like, but even that's not anime, really, right?
Yeah.
I guess. But anyway, so yeah, so point is on that show at some point, Family Guy,
Yeah.
they're playing Trivial Pursuit
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's like the questions and shit, right? But then like if you play that game, they have like questions for like kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So for Peter, they're fucking pulling out the kids' questions,
Yeah.
and they're like, they pull it out, and they're like, "What color is a fire truck?" He's like, "Oh, I should know this one." And he's thinking and stuff, and they're like, he's like, "Can you ask the question again?" And they're like, "What color is the red fire truck?" And he's thinking, he's like, "Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it?" He's like, "I just watched a documentary the other day." And then it goes to his memory, and it shows like a fire truck in the fucking forest or whatever, or like in the jungle or whatever. And it's like, oh, you see the fucking the wild fire truck like pulling up on its prey, and he's like pulls up out of the bush or whatever, and he's kind of peeking over the bush, and then there's a gazelle like runs away,
Yeah.
and so then the fucking fire truck takes after the fucking gazelle,
Yeah.
and he's running after driving after the gazelle, and then the ladder comes out and it beats down the
Oh my
gazelle. And it goes up and
Yeah.
it's eaten. Then it shows later on. It shows the fucking there's ambulances, and I
Yeah.
think I might be telling you this wrong. I think the ambulances are like just out of reach of the fire trucks,
Yeah.
and like the ambulances have to wait their turn so that they can eat or whatever, right? Because it shows the fire trucks eating the shit.
Oh my god.
But I don't know why that made me think of that. Oh, the gazelles. As soon as you said gazelle, it just popped in my head. That's what I think. Is you
That's
say
some funny
gazelle
ass
or
shit.
impala, and right away my mind goes to a fire truck beating down this fucking animal. Shit. Anyways,
That's
go
some
ahead, man.
funny shit. No, that's funny.
I smell some fucking cigarettes. What's going on?
Everyone's outside.
Oh.
Twigs won't let us smoke in here, but he can smoke in here.
No, they're all outside.
Anyway, speaking of
It's
Twigs,
probably
I think
for
we're
the
holding him and Mo up. Yeah, there's actually a
Alright.
back door here
Should we make
for
way
the
or what?
not for here, but for the thing. Yeah, we'll fucking wrap her up here.
Let everyone know like what you got coming and
All
Monday.
right. Look out for the album.
Yeah.
It's called Super Intellectual Rap. It's coming out
I like that.
early
Sir.
to mid-November. So make sure you look out for that.
Yo,
And,
Sir,
shout
short
out to
form
4G Audio. Make sure
Yes,
you
sir.
look out for their podcast.
hey man.
Yeah. You
appreciate
already
it.
know what it is.
What is it? K.B. Westwood?
K.B. Westwood or
Everywhere?
KB Westwood, whatever you want to spell it. Yeah, look out for me. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, all the platforms, YouTube, whatever. You know, I got some new shit coming for y'all. New video coming hopefully in the next 2 weeks with the homie HB and Smokey. Big Smoke. Yeah. Look out for that.
Yo.
It's called Shiesty.
Is that what you guys were in here recording a little while ago?
Yeah.
I saw you guys
Nice.
in here.
Yeah.
But everybody, do not fucking sleep on the fucking Seattle Supersonics hat.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Don't fucking forget it.
Throwback.
Westwood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you very much. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah,
No
man,
doubt, no
appreciate
doubt.
We'll
it.
do this again maybe even once the album drops.
Yeah,
We'll
for
play
sure.
a little
for
bit
sure.
of something,
I'd be
you know?
happy to come back with some more bars, you know?
Fucking right,
If I
man.
come here, I gotta spit, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
As
Yeah,
long
man.
as I can
Do it.
speak, I can spit.
Yeah.
Nice,
attitude.
man. Fucking
Yeah.
right.
Dope.
All right, gang. You already know what it is. Again, appreciate you. Thanks for coming through, man. KB Westwood, everybody.
Yeah.
It's another fucking episode 144 in the fucking books. I'm Styles the Prophet, baby.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos, it's the 4G Audio Podcast 144 with KB Westwood.
Yeah.
Gang. Shout out Ottawa, baby.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
Much love, everybody.